Hi friends! Today we're going to look at how to use text in BannerBoo. To begin, let's go to the text menu on the left panel. Here we can download any font or choose one from the options provided. If you don't like the selected font, you can replace it during editing. So, click on the font to add it to the canvas. If you click on the text in the canvas, a menu for editing will open. We also see a text area that we can increase or decrease by dragging the control. In the text menu, we can change the color by choosing one of the proposed ones or add our own using the palette. In the next menu item, we can change the font and its character. We can change the font size by choosing the desired one from the drop-down menu or enter it manually. We can change the thickness of the font depending on its family. We can also add or remove a slope, emphasis, and capitalize all characters. We can align our text to the left, center, or right, relative to the text box. Changing the letter spacing option will give more space between characters. Changing the line height parameter will increase or decrease the space between lines. We can also move our text between layers in the menu and compare it relative to the working area. We can add a link to our text, making it clickable. By clicking on the lock, we will lock the text layer. You can continue editing it only by unlocking it. Clicking on the icon with an eye, we will hide our layer with text. We can display it by clicking on the icon with an eye next to the layer. In the menu, we can duplicate our text, as well as delete it by clicking on the trash can icon. Clicking on the arrow in the menu will open the opacity parameter, which we can also be edited. The text is also present in the gradient element, which you can find in the Vector Objects menu by clicking on the gradient icon. This is handy if you want to add text in a box or just make a button. Let's make it a single color. And by double-clicking on it, we can write our text. Here we can change the color of the text and also change the font and its style. Let's align our text, capitalize it, change its thickness and size. Now let's reduce the size of our gradient so that it looks like a button. Both the upper and lower indents are adjusted using the line height parameter. Cool! Our banner button is ready. You can combine text with any objects to make interesting effects. For example, you can add text and a gradient on top of it, where one color will be transparent and the others will match your background. At the same time, the gradient should be higher than your text. By copying these layers several times, you can get an interesting effect, for example, to emphasize a big sale. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a lovely day, and see you in the next videos.